Hi guys, welcome at this yin-yang practice that we will do today here together. My name is Aurora, I'm a yoga teacher at USC Leiden, and I'm bringing this practice from my living room, quite literally, to your living room or your room in general today. I hope you enjoy it. It will be a sequence that we fully focus upon our digestive system, which means that we're going to twist, we're going to move in our upper body, in the belly area as well, to get the digestive system going, giving it a boost, so to say. We're going to start in a seated position. Maybe you already noticed that I've put some blocks next to my mat. We're going to use them during the practice. If you don't have any yoga blocks, you can also use a big book or maybe a pillow that you fold in half. So actually anything that is sturdy that you can use here and can put a little bit of weight upon, so also a pile of magazines will do just fine. And then when you're ready, you come and sit on your mat. You can either sit in a cross-leg position, maybe even with the legs all the way crossed, or more of an easy pose version, or if you feel like sitting in a different way, feel free to do so. The most important thing is that we can really lengthen on the front side, also lengthening in the back. So take your moment, take your time to find that comfortable seated position here. And once you're there, you bring the shoulders all the way up towards the ears, rolling them back and down from there. Placing the hands on the knees, you can either place the palms down, or maybe you feel that today you want to choose that option of keeping the palms open towards the ceiling. And then from there you close your eyes, taking a real deep breath in and a full deep breath out. We're gonna do that again, breathing in and breathing out. Taking one more deep breath in here. Full deep breath out. And then from there, notice for a moment where you are on your mat right now. And for a single inhalation, see if you can lengthen the spine just a little bit more, like someone has attached a little string to the tip of your head and is slightly pulling you towards the ceiling. So with every inhalation, you lengthen a little bit more, keeping the shoulders low, pushing those sitting bones into the ground. And on that exhalation, see if you can bring that focus fully back upon the here and now. Whenever there are certain thoughts that are trying to distract you, see if you can allow yourself to leave them be, at least until the end of your practice here today. Bringing your focus towards the belly, towards the stomach. And notice, or see if you can notice, how your stomach is doing. Is your stomach empty? Or do you notice that maybe you have eaten something before and it's still in there? Bringing the focus lower into the belly, towards the intestines. Are they busy right now? Are they maybe making little noises? or you're not sure what they are doing at the moment. Whatever you notice, it is all exactly how it is supposed to be right here and now. On that next inhalation, see if you slowly want to move a little bit from side to side. Making those movements a little bit bigger, like bringing the weight a little bit more to one sitting bone and then to the other. And then from here, on that next inhalation, bring the arms all the way up, keeping the eyes closed. Exhale, bring the hands over the eyes, bring the chin towards your chest. Taking a moment here, slowly opening your eyes halfway and then close them again. Breathing in, bring the arms all the way up, stretching yourself out, maybe keeping the eyes closed or maybe opening them all the way. And once you exhale, bring those hands in front of your heart. Breathing in, we're opening to the side, lifting the heart. See if you maybe want to look towards the ceiling. On that exhalation, you give yourself a big hug, you deserve it. Breathing in, opening all the way to the side, lifting the heart. On that exhale, bring those arms around you, big hug. Breathing in, open. Breathing out, big hug. Breathing in, open. And breathing out, give yourself another big hug. Then from here, breathing in, circle all the way up. Breathing out, placing one hand next to you and then reaching over to the side. Breathing in, bring the hands back in the middle. And then from there, breathing out towards the other side. Breathing in, coming back in the middle, reaching up. Breathe out, bring the hands all the way back, intertwine the fingers. Breathing in, lifting the heart. And then on your exhalation, folding forward. See if you can lift those arms as high as possible. And maybe you slowly want to move from left to right when you're here. And then from there, bringing your arms all the way up, reaching, reaching, reaching. Exhale, hands next to you, pushing the fingers down into the ground, lifting the heart, looking towards the ceiling. Breathing out, bring the chin towards your chest, but keep the chest lifted. Everything is lengthening here. Breathing in, bringing the head up, maybe lifting the chest a little bit more. Breathing out, bring your chin towards your chest, keep lengthening. Then from here, breathing in, bring those arms all the way up. Breathing out, hands in front of your heart. This time, breathing in, we open the arms to the side, shoulder blades together, cactus arms. And on our exhale, we give ourselves a big hug. Breathing in, opening all the way, lifting the heart. Exhale, big hug. Breathing in, open, lifting the heart. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. Breathing in, we do one more. Breathing out, big hug. Breathing in, circle all the way up. And then from there, breathing out, placing the hands in front of you, rolling onto hands and knees. And then from there, we place those hands fully wide onto the mat, slowly bringing the butt from left to right. And then check if your hands are fully spread out here. If you can maybe spread those fingers out just a little bit more. So we're really going for those starfish hands. Pressing the top of the feet in the ground, slowly moving from side to side. And then your next inhalation, coming back in the middle, bring the shoulder blades together, look to the front, tailbone back, make your back hollow. On an exhale, rounding the spine, stretching yourself out. Breathing in, shoulder blades together, look to the front. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone in between the legs. Breathing in. And breathing out. We do one more. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then from here, on your next inhalation, you're going to lift your left hand up, opening all the way to the side. See if you can reach just a little bit further. On the exhale, placing it down. Breathing in, right arm all the way up, open. Breathing out, hands goes down. Now placing the hands a little bit more to the front. We're going to do this again. Breathing in, left arm goes up. This time, breathing out, bring that hand all the way open to the side. If you want more, maybe taking your top up there and then placing your hand onto the tailbone, opening just a little bit more. On your next exhalation, hand goes down, press it down into the ground, open all the way up, and breathing out, place it down. Next inhale, breathing in, right hand all the way up, breathing out, bring it all the way down, and again, maybe taking your shirt up again, depending on who's in the room, and then placing your hand onto the tailbone, opening up just a little bit more. Only if there's no pressure on the neck, otherwise keeping your hand in the ground. Next inhalation, push your left hand into the ground, placing both hands down again, and then a little bit more back so they're in one line with the shoulders. Now from there, slowly moving from side to side. And slowly curl your toes into the mat, pushing the hands away from you. And then slowly come for your first downward dog. See if you can make space in between the shoulder blades. Then on your next inhalation, bending both knees, looking in between your hands, stepping right, left to the front side of the mat. Breathing in, making a table of your back. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathe in, circle all the way up. And then breathing out, hands in front of your heart. Closing your eyes here. Taking a moment to notice your breath. Your next inhalation, bring the arms all the way up. Maybe little back bend here. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, make a table of your back. And then breathing out, left foot far step to the back, knee in the ground, foot in the ground. From there, placing your left hand in one line with your left shoulder. Breathing in, open up, lengthen. See if you can maybe touch the ceiling from here. And then from there, placing that hand onto the tailbone and see if there is space to maybe twist a little bit more. On your exhalation, hand goes down, curl the left toes, step it back, downward dog. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. So on your next inhalation, you bend both knees, you look in between the hands, you step right, left to the front side of your mat. Breathing in, table of your back, and then breathing out, forward fold. Breathe in, circle all the way up, and breathing out, hands in front of your heart. Breathing in, circle up. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, table of your back, And then breathe out, right foot, far step to the back, knee in the ground, foot in the ground. Placing your right hand in one line with your right shoulder. And then breathing in, opening all the way up. See if you can touch the ceiling again. And then if you want a little bit more, placing that left hand onto the tailbone. See if there is space to open up just a bit more. On that exhalation, hand goes down, curl the right toes, and then step your right foot to the front. So we're ending on the front side of the mat this time. And then grabbing your elbows, dropping the head, slowly moving from side to side. And again, what is your breath doing here? On your next inhalation, placing the hands down, lengthening the spine. So always having the option of placing the fingertips on the ground or maybe placing your hands onto the lower legs. And then from there, when you're ready, left foot far step to the back. And then you slowly start walking the hands towards the side. Now adjusting both feet, so both feet are in one line with the short side of the mat. And then slowly bending the knees. Moving a bit from side to side. And if you own a pet, like I do, maybe he's getting interested about what we're doing here as well. So from here, see if you can lengthen just a little bit more. And then see if you want to place the hands or the fingertips in the ground, or if this is your moment to grab your books or to grab the blocks. Placing your hands on top of the blocks. Lengthening here, pushing the feet into the ground and lifting the arches of the feet here on the side. Lengthen. Now this is your first option, staying here. If you want more, slowly start tilting the hips back, so lifting the tailbone. And then from there, slowly bend the arms. We keep that back as straight as possible. So if you notice that your shoulders are going all the way up to the ears, and just staying here, bending the elbows, lifting your butt just a little bit more, and then see if you want to fold forward. And maybe this is also the moment where you notice, today I don't need the blocks, or well, today maybe I do. Keep lifting it here, and then from there, your next inhale, bring those arms to the front, coming all the way up. Breathing out, bring the hands back, intertwine the fingers, and then from there, so we intertwine them like this, intertwining them here, then from there, lifting the heart, shoulder blades together on your exhalation, folding forward, dropping the arms here, lengthening in the legs, keep lifting the inside of the feet, keep lifting the arches here. And then on your next inhalation, coming up halfway, keep lifting the arms. Exhale, forward fold. We do 2 more of those. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, forward fold. 1 more. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, forward fold. And then from there, slowly bring those hands down, lengthen, and then slowly step those legs back into one line with the spine. Or with the hips, I have to say, not with the spine. It's hard to do. Now from there, you grab the elbows again, dropping the head and slowly move it from side to side. And then from here, next inhalation, coming back in the middle, push those feet into the ground, breathing in, coming all the way up. And breathing out, hands in front of your heart. Breathing in, circle all the way up. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, table of your back. Breathing out, let it all hang, grabbing those elbows again. Slowly moving from side to side. Now Now from here, you're gonna bend your legs a little bit more and you're gonna place those hands underneath your feet. Now, if you find it hard to do this, then bend the knees a little bit more. So if I show it from the side, it will look like this. So bending them as much as possible or as much as you want to in order to bring your hands all the way underneath. Now you're gonna push the feet down onto the hands. At the same time, you're gonna try to remove the hands from underneath your feet. So you're gonna drop the head is all the way relaxed here. And then from there, start pushing the feet at the same time, start pulling on the hands. So see if you can remove them. So it's a struggle with yourself, so to say. We're actively using the legs, actively using the arms, lengthening in the spine, and exhale, let it go. Slowly placing your hands down or maybe grabbing those elbows again. And then from there, breathing in, coming all the way up, breathing out, hands in front of your heart. Breathing in, if you're still turned to the front or to the side of your mat, see if you want to turn back to the front side of your mat. So on that exhalation, you can fold forward from there, placing the hands down, placing the knees down, and then slowly coming onto hands and knees. And from there, maybe moving a bit from side to side again. And then slowly bringing your butt back, heels underneath the butt here. Two options. One option is to place your forehead down, bringing the hands back, dropping the shoulder blades open to the side. And deep breaths here. If you notice that this is a bit too much for the legs today, then bring the knees a bit more open to the side, big toes together. And then from there, you can bring the arms to the front, upper body can rest in between the legs. So we're going to take a couple of moments here to fully relax. And on your next inhalation, slowly coming onto hands and knees. And then moving your butt from side to side again. And then from there, you bring the knees together. You slowly drop onto the side so you can move those legs to the front. And then from there, you're gonna grab maybe one block, maybe both of your blocks or your books, and take them with you once you go down. And then from there, we're gonna bring the knees towards the chest, making little circles here. And then from there, you're gonna grab one block, place it in between the knees or the legs, and on an exhalation, we're gonna drop the knees to the side. If you notice, well, I don't need the block, you can remove it, or maybe you notice that you want to use two of them. So see what your option is here. This is one option, to either use the blocks or not, and to bring the knees to the left. If you want more, another option is to bring that upper knee, so that top knee, which is the right one, a little bit more up. Or if it's too much, bring the knees a bit down. At all times, the shoulder blades stay in the ground. Now, if you feel that you still want a bit more, I'm gonna stretch the left leg out, gonna grab the inside of the right knee, and then from there, bringing it over towards the side. Again, shoulder blades stay in the ground. And then from here, you can grab one block again, placing it underneath your leg, wherever you need it. Or if you feel a little bit adventurous today, maybe you want to hold on to your big toe and then from there stretching the leg out. So see what your option is for that one, but make sure you choose an option that is relaxed for you right now. And then From there, you can drop the arms wherever you want to, closing the eyes. With this one, we're going to go from the yang into the yin. And using this twist here helps us to activate the digestive system. We're actually compressing a lot of our organs in our belly. At the same time, on one side we're stretching them out, the other side we're compressing them. And this helps us to activate them even more, especially later on when we come out of the pose. If you notice that there's also tension present in your back, then it could be that this is also a really nice one for the back, because it's also releasing tension in the muscles there. If there are any thoughts that are trying to pop up, any thoughts that are trying to distract you, see if you can allow yourself to let them be. They are not serving you. You don't need them, and especially not while you are taking time for your practice. Taking 5 more deep breaths on this side.
And slowly moving yourself back in the middle. And then see if you want to place the feet a little bit wider than the hips, and then slowly drop the knees from one side to the other. And then from there, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So slowly bring the knees towards your chest, and then from there you can always grab your block or your book, place it in between the legs or underneath the legs later on. And then from there, when you're ready, dropping it all to the right side. If you want more, bringing it a little bit up. If you want less, bringing it a little bit down, or stretching out the legs here. And then bringing that left knee towards you, holding on to the outside with your right hand, and then slowly dropping it onto the right side. And then again, maybe grabbing the block, placing it underneath. And then from there, dropping the arms wherever you feel like. If you feel adventurous, you can always reach out for the toe and stretch your leg out. Otherwise, just choose the option that suits you and your practice, your body right now. And then maybe you want to close the eyes again, taking that real deep breath in, full deep breath out. Gonna do 2 more of those. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Surrendering yourself to the mat here. See if you can allow yourself to breathe towards those places where you feel that you need it the most right now. We're also going to take 5 more deep breaths on this side. Slowly bringing the knees back in the middle again. And again, maybe you want to use those windshield wipers, bringing the knees from side to side, or maybe you want to bring the knees towards your chest and then slowly make little circles here. Also the other way around. And then from there, you grab your book or your block again. And then you're going to place the block underneath your butt, actually. So a couple of options. You can place it flat. You can also place it on the side. If you feel really adventurous to, hey, maybe you want to place it like this. With a book, it's a little bit more tricky to do that. So in that case, just place it flat. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to press your feet into the ground, and then you're going to place that block, half of the block underneath your buttocks, other half, well, not in your lower back, but actually just a little bit below there. So if you have this big surface of the block or the book underneath, then there will be a little bit more that is underneath the butt. If you choose, however, to place the block on the side, then half of the block is underneath your butt, the other half is towards the lower back. I say towards because it's not in the lower back. If you would find your hip bones here on the front and you would follow that line back, that's actually where your block is gonna end up. And then from there you have the option of placing the feet just a little bit wider than the hips and then bringing the arms to the side for supported bridge. Or if you want just a little bit more for the front side of your body, you stretch the legs out. Now, if you notice that there is this big compression going on in your back, or it really hurts in the tailbone, then just place those legs back. There's also the possibility that if you stretch your legs out, you probably have to change the position of the block a little bit. So see how that is for you today. And then from there, maybe you want to bring the shoulder blades just a little bit more together, or maybe you just want to leave them in the ground. And then also here, closing your eyes when you're ready. Surrendering yourself to the mat here. Maybe taking that real deep breath in. And that full deep breath out. And maybe in your own tempo, do a couple more of those. Taking 5 more really deep breaths here. Slowly push your feet into the ground, lifting your butt off the block and then slowly moving your butt back down towards the floor. And from here, bring those knees towards the chest, slowly moving them around. And also moving them the other way. And then slowly stretch those legs out. Make yourself ready for your Shavasana. You can just stretch the legs out, arms next to your body. If you notice that your lower back is still a bit sensitive, placing the feet a little bit wider than the hips, dropping them towards each other. So see what your option is for Shavasana. I'm gonna leave you here for now. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you want, but take some time there. Don't immediately go to the rest of your day. So really give yourself a little bit of time to fully relax here before you go on with the rest of the day. I hope I will see you soon again. Thank you for now. Namaste.